there as well. Also, we're in a situation where some London boroughs where there are low vaccination rates are also trying to ask residents to wear masks, to wear face coverings when they are in enclosed public spaces. Let's talk to one borough that is affected. Newham in East London is one of the affected boroughs. So let's speak to the Labour Mayor of Newham, Rokhsana Fiaz. Hello, a very good afternoon.
Hi there.
And what are you asking people in Newham to do?
So I'm asking, along with the entirety of our public health team here in Newham, that all Newham residents should continue to wear masks following the easing or ending of all restrictions next Monday. And the reason being, all of us have a responsibility as part of this amazing community here in our borough in Newham to keep each other safe.
OK, so for absolute clarity, you're talking about masks or some sort of face covering when someone is indoors in a public place. So that could be libraries, council buildings. What sort of other examples? Because, of course, it's going to be compulsory on public transport, as we know, in London.
And it's absolutely right that the Mayor of London stepped in and has made this announcement in order to protect Londoners. And in a similar vein, here in Newham, notwithstanding the announcement by the Mayor of London with regards to public transport, it's really important, given the vulnerabilities and risks that we have faced throughout this entire COVID-19 pandemic period since last March, that Newham residents also play their part. So I'm talking about our staff in our council buildings, residents that access our council buildings, be they libraries or youth hubs, etc., but also when we are going out and about and doing our regular stuff such as shopping. We have a large shopping mall here in Newham, and I certainly will be continuing to wear my mask when I step into a shop or go into a cinema. I think I have a responsibility to play my part in making other residents safe and maintaining my diligence with regards to, recognised and endorsed by World Health Organisation public health requirements. So mask wearing, covering your face, particularly in the context of the Delta variant, which we know has a higher rate of transmissibility against the backdrop of a low number of vaccines that we've been able to achieve amongst our resident community. So in Newham, we only have 35% of our residents who are fully vaccinated, and we have only a slightly higher number that have been vaccinated with just one jab, some 56% of our resident population. So we're particularly vulnerable, and that's not because our residents don't want to get vaccinated, it's because vaccine supply hasn't been efficiently kind of marshalled towards Newham. So wearing a mask, face covering is going to be really important over the coming few weeks.
Is that really the case, that Newham just can't get enough doses of the vaccine? Because I've certainly spoken to GPs in that borough who've talked about the outreach work that they've been trying to do, try to encourage adults to take up the offer of a vaccine. I mean, 35% is way lower than the national average, isn't it?
Absolutely. And GPs locally are right. We've worked brilliantly together in developing localised access points in local community centres. We've got a number of pop-up sites where any resident can step into. We've established a COVID-19 health champions network and a peer vaccine support network to impart information. And we are doing some really effective outreach. And in the events that we've organised, we've had an overwhelming response of positivity amongst our community to get vaccinated. The simple fact is that we simply haven't been receiving the sufficient levels of supply that we need for our resident community. And that's the reason that explains the 35% number of fully vaccinated residents and only 56% of our adult population that are eligible, 18 and over, having only received one jab so far, albeit 18-year-olds only recently came on stream.
So if you're hoping, I mean, is there more that central government can do to try to ease that? I mean, are you saying that the help is required in terms of actually getting the doses as opposed to more help from public health officials on the ground to persuade people who might still have reservations for whatever reason?
Both elements are really important, but obviously there is no point doing that really vital public outreach if you don't have the vaccine supplies. So I've already written to the Minister for Vaccination Supply requesting that he urgently intervenes, because we've done our analysis, we've spoken to our health partners, there has been issues with vaccination supply across the system, and this is an example of how a nationally, centrally driven vaccine supply regime or setup doesn't effectively work, when we should be actually driving it much more at a local level, because we know our communities much better. We know all those access points. We know that they're far more comfortable going to their GPs or to pharmacists, or accessing vaccines through our community centres, places of worship, through our pop-up sites. And that's what we want to be maximising. And next week here in Newham, we've got a walk-in week where we've established even more access points for our residents in order to help boost that vaccination rate for at least one vaccine jab before the 19th. But we are trailing behind, and the reason why we're trailing behind is because of vaccination supply. And in the context of the so-called Freedom Day on the 19th, which even the SAGE experts have said will risk an exit wave, they're talking about an exit wave, rather having 200 people dying, that's a prognosis, up to 200 people a day dying, thousands of people being hospitalised over the summer months to avoid a wave kicking in autumn or winter. And that's the reason why I'm urging Newham residents to continue wearing a face mask, a facial covering over the coming weeks as we progress through summer and increase our vaccine rates. But we need to have the vaccine supplies.
OK, thank you very much for now. Mayor of Newham in East London, Rokhsana Fiaz, thank you very much indeed, the Labour Mayor of that East London borough.